I hope everyone's hungry. I made chicken parm with a cranberry almond spinach salad for the side.
Oh no. A spinach and almond salad, we can't eat that.
Why not?
I figured you wouldn't know. Spinach and almonds contain cyanide and cyanide can kill you. If we eat that we could die.
Ha 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 ha. Actually, the cyanide that's found in common foods is not harmful because in small amounts our body can be detoxified or secreted from our bodies.
Oh wow. So why can't our body take care of bigger amounts?
That's a great question. You see, our body is made up of millions of tiny molecules called cells. These cells, like us, need energy to perform day-to-day tasks. The energy they use is called ATP.
What's ATP, and how is it energy?
ATP, or formerly known as adenosine triphosphate, is a nucleotide bound to 3 phosphate groups. This addition of a third phosphate group makes the molecule unstable. This molecule undergoes a process called phosphorylation to get rid of this phosphate, and this produces energy for other parts of the cell to function.
Whoa, cool. Where does it come from? Do the cells eat food like us to get energy?
No, it doesn't eat food to get energy. It breaks down sugars to get energy.
How does it do that?
Through a process known as cellular respiration. Cellular respiration breaks down sugars that store energy in the form of glucose. After a series of redox reactions using specialized enzymes, it breaks down glucose and creates ATP, and other energy currencies known as NAD and FOD2.
Cool, but I don't get it. What does all this have to do with cyanide?
You see, it all has to do with a specialized portion of cellular respiration called the electron transport chain. This is where the cell makes most of the ATP.
How does it work?
The electron transport chain is composed of 4 complexes. Each one of these complexes passes electrons, and in doing so pumps protons from the intercellular matrix of the mitochondria to the extracellular matrix. This creates a proton gradient, and this proton gradient is used to power a special pump called ATP synthase. This pump uses the proton gradient to phosphorylate ATP to ATP at very quick rates. When the electrons pass to the last complex called complex 4, they need somewhere to go. So a specialized enzyme known as cytochrome oxidase reduces oxygen to water and gets rid of the excess electrons. Cyanide has special properties that allow it to bind to this enzyme and inhibit oxygen from removing electrons. This backup of electrons will force the electron transport chain to shut down.
What happens when the electron transport chain is not working?
Well, sweetie, the cell will have no choice but to use a process known as fermentation to continue production of ATP at an unsustainable rate. Over time, the inhibitory effects of cyanide will cause the cell to die.
If our cell dies, what does that do for us?
If our cells die, then our major systems will begin shutting down. Physicians will put us on oxygen, but if the poisoning was severe enough, we will die. Therefore, cyanide can be digested in small quantities, but in larger quantities can be lethal for our bodies.